Hi there, I'm John Mendez and we're looking at the next series of our Yachtmaster. This part we're dealing with some seamanship things and one of them will be knots. First in our little group of knots is going to be the bowline. We tend to have the standing part, which is the straight line of rope leading towards me, and the bight, which is the part we're going to work with. So we're going to take the end and just lay it across at roughly 90 degrees, pick it up and just roll our wrist to give us a loop and a rabbit. Traditionally we were taught that the rabbit comes out of the hole, goes around the tree and back down the hole. Most important thing now is to make sure there's a reasonable tail, hold both ends together and pull securely to make the knot bite. That's now securely tied. Second one we're going to look at is a simple clove hitch. This is often used for tying fenders on. What we need to do is, if the fender was on the far end of this line, we would come around the rail, cross over to give a little loop, thread the line up and through, and there's our very simple clove hitch. Sadly it's not very secure, and if the fender touches the water it can work loose and fall off, so we tend to do a little hitch over the front just by going over and under. Just gives a bit more security. It's nice to keep the fenders. Third knot we're looking at is a rolling hitch, which is very useful for either securing the fenders again, or more importantly releasing the load on a line which you've got jammed, so it will bite tightly onto the object you're tying it around in one direction and slide in the other. With our rolling hitch we're going to come around, and this time we're going to have two turns, and then same little loop as for the clove hitch, up and through, pull nice and tight. Beauty of this one is it will slide in one direction but lock up on itself and hence take the pressure in the other. Next will be our round turn and two half hitches. So as it sounds, we go all the way round to where we started, and now we're going to go round, over and through for our first half hitch, over and through for our second half hitch. Pull it tight. Really secure way to secure fenders, or to tie the boat to a ring in a harbour. What's fantastic is we can release it under load. Last in our little group is a sheet bend, and this comes in two forms, a single and a double. It's extremely good for tying two lines together that you want to be able to release later. Single bend is quick and easy, double sheet bend gives greater security. So the simple method is to make a loop, take your usually thinner line to be joined to it, come up through the loop, round the back, tuck under, and again like all of them, pull tight, and you can see as you pull tighter the line bites down and holds securely. For our double sheet bend, as it would sound, we go round twice. So up, round the back, through for a second time, pull tight, good pull there, that's nice and secure, but it can be undone afterwards. A few little hand signals make things a bit easier. On a big boat like this, shouting from the flybridge is not good, and if the skipper's at the helm you can't hear a thing. So we're going to start with a couple of simple ones. That, given by the skipper, just means let go. That means down slack and make fast. Very simple, no confusion. Just getting ready here to do a lasso to get that cleat in the distance. So first thing is on and through the fair lead, make sure the rope's outside the rails. Coil nicely. Each coil you just roll your hand away from you to give loops all going the same way. Couple more now. Finishing off, hold the end, split it into two nice groups. Do the Pavarotti bit, arms to my chest, big circle, round the cleat, under the rails, pull in a fair bit of slack, take a turn. Skipper's given me the signal to down slack and make tight, which is that. So I'm just going to literally do that. Down slack, that's take all the slack out the line, make fast. 0, 8, 0, 0. Thumbs up to the skipper, all secure. Just going to tie the stern of the boat in here, so we're going to have come as far as we can and a whole circle back to where we started, a figure of 8 and another circle which gives us OXO, and because it's quite a big boat we'll have another circle as well just to give it a nice grip on the cleat there.